political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy?
Have you ever wondered how Donald Trump keeps his hair looking so, shall we say, Trumpian? It's been in the news quite a lot recently because, especially in Europe, they're actually looking at the side effect profile of the drug and whether it could provide a danger to men, and that is still being investigated. But today we're looking at President-elect Donald Trump and whether he uses it. Because let's be real, guys, he's been in the news a lot recently, even in the UK, and I keep looking at his hair and I'm like, there's something going on here. There's definitely something going on here, especially on the top. It's kind of like the bits of the side and the back, they look pretty normal. However, on top, it looks really quite dry, quite wispy, and really quite thin as well. What I must say I do love, and this always just makes me laugh, like when he's got his, like, obviously he wears fake tan, and you can see like the lines of where the fake tan stops around the hair. It's always like really white. That always makes me laugh so much when I watch it. I'm like, dude, you're a billionaire. You're the next president. Surely get someone better to do your fake tan, and maybe get someone better to sort out your hair as well. Now, rumors around the Donald's hair have been rife for years, if not decades, but I can assure you there's certain things that he hasn't had done because it's blindingly obvious. So number one, he doesn't wear a system or a toupee, despite the fact that one politician in the UK called him a tyrant with a toupee, which is quite frankly ridiculous, and politics in my country is about as messy as it is in the UK and the US. So that guy certainly can't talk. Could he have had a hair transplant? Yes, maybe. He might have had one years ago. I doubt he's had one recently though, because the technology when it comes to hair transplants, especially the FUE technique, it would look a lot better than what he's got now. And then you have these leaked reports coming out and a previous doctor of his saying how he prescribed him Finasteride. And also I came across, and doing my research for this video, an interview that Conan did with Chuck Todd, which I'm going to show you now, where he talks about recommending to Chuck Todd using Finasteride.
He's coming, it's the first time he's going to go to the Iowa State Fair, man of the people. And he comes in and he gets off airplane hangar and he's wearing his Make America Great hat.
Yeah.
And then he finds out that we're inside taping this interview. So then he takes the hat off and he is just not happy. And his hair, and I'm sitting there going, and he's like, no, I want to wear the hat. And I'm like, you can't wear your hat. I'm thinking this is Meet the Press. You can't have this guy wearing a hat inside. So he takes it off and he says, all right, how's my hair look? And I'm like, you look like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I was like, and I don't mean that in an offensive way. Nobody's going to mistaken you for, oh my God, it's Conan's hair tonight.
Right.
Right, have you...
Okay, I'm okay with that.
So then he's sitting there futzing and I said, look, you got to, look at my hair. I'm like, thinned out and everything. Oh, he said, your hair's great. You just need to take a little pill. Take a pill. Take Propecia.
Yeah.
And I sit there and I say, well, I don't want to do that. It has that side effect. And he said, I don't have to worry about that.
What?
Yeah. He says, I don't have to worry about that side effect. Have you ever had Propecia?
What does it do?
When it has that side effect. What do you want me to say?
Do you have to say more than you've already said?
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry, we're not a bunch of pharmacists here.
Well, wait a minute.
And I think we all know the side effect that President-elect Donald Trump was talking about: libido and impotence. But apparently he's not affected. So that's pretty strong evidence as well that he is on Propecia, he's on Finasteride. They're the same thing. One's brand name, one's generic name. And also when you look at his hair, it's not a full head of hair. It's really quite thin. It is indicative of someone who's probably been taking Finasteride for a long time. It became approved by the FDA in about 1997. So we're approaching 30 years ago that was actually first approved. And it may well be that he started getting on it right about then. Maybe he takes minoxidil as well. I don't know. That's pure speculation. But the fact it's slowly been thinning over time, and it looks super wispy, is much more indicative of daily Finasteride use than anything else. Now, could he have had hair transplants to sort of thicken bits out along the way? Yes, maybe. I can't say for certain. There's not really enough data out there to suggest that to be the case yet. But honestly, guys, this really does tie into broader themes within men's hair loss, and especially in politics. The lengths that politicians and public figures will go to maintain their appearance. You look at ex-presidents over the last few decades, you look at ex-prime ministers in the UK, presidents in the European Union, they all generally have a full head of hair, or at least most of their hair. And I'd love to know more about the psychology of this, but that might give them a sense of authority and credibility within the voting populace. And it does leave me wondering how many other politicians, really big politicians in America, in Europe, are actually using medications like finasteride or having hair transplants or that kind of thing to maintain their appearance, because it makes them appear more electable. And whether Trump uses finasteride or not, trust me, his hair is going to keep us talking about it for years to come. We've got another 4 years of this at least. So thank you, Mr. Trump, for providing me with some content today. Now, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments box below. I'd like to hear your craziest and wackiest theories about Donald Trump's hair, maybe what you've heard from people, maybe what you've read. Let me know. It'd be really great to have an upbeat conversation about this. And if you'd enjoyed this video, please do like it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please join the club to learn more about hair loss and hair system content. Bye for now.